Hey, I'm Mish.
I'm Mills, and this is Mish and Mills.
Pumped about today's video. We're doing our DFS golf, and it's for the RBC Heritage, the 50th year annual version down in South Carolina. We just wrapped up with the Masters as well.
Yeah, it's so exciting to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. I mean, Patrick Reed out of nowhere, Spieth breaking course records practically. I mean, I think he did actually. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, there were a lot of players that we picked that were going to be like big names, and they kind of slipped through the cracks, and then some no-namers kind of crept up in there. So
yeah.
it was
that's how it works, right?
yeah, golf and the Masters, it's all about that green jacket. But moving from the green jacket to the plaid jackets here at the RBC, we're super excited to share our lineups with you.
Well, first of all, before we do the lineups, we like to give you guys a list of players that we like and why we like them, like a little reason as to why we do. And then we'll give you, I guess, 2 DraftKings and 2 FanDuel lineups to help you out.
Yeah, and we're super excited to share, so let's jump right in and we'll see you there. Let me start off with Dustin Johnson. No surprise here, 12,000. He is costing the highest because he is the highest ranked player coming into this tournament. His first appearance since 2009, and he's just done really well. Top 10 finish in the Masters and been consistently in the top 10 in all of his tournaments lately. So
he gets to whip the driver out this week. So
yeah,
and everyone knows how good Dustin Johnson is with that.
That's right.
Let's go with Paul Casey, 11,300. Just one of the better golfers that is actually competing in this tournament, and I believe 3 top 25s here. So he's pretty good at this course, and with the competition he's going against, he has a chance to win it for sure. So
yeah. Next is Matt Kuchar. Kuchar at 10,800. Perfect in all 14 appearances since 2004. 5 top 10s, including the title in 2014, which is quite impressive for Kuchar. And yeah, he's just in really solid form as of late. With this particular tournament in particular, actually, Kuchar has just had a good history showing up here.
Yeah, he's good here.
Yeah, he likes South Carolina.
This place. Yeah. Let's go with Mark Leishman at 10,300 next. Only 1 top 25 here, but this year Mark Leishman's having a great year. I mean,
loving him.
4 top 10s this year, so he's confident. Once again, this is a lot of the really good golfers aren't competing in this tournament, so it opens up some room for Mr. Leishman.
It does, and he's been playing really well, so I'm excited. All right, guys, so that wraps up our Eagle round there, and now we're going to jump into our birdie round. That's between 9,000 and 999, and we're starting off with Brian Harman at 9,800. This guy has recorded top 10s in 2014 and 17. He has not a lot of weaknesses, just overall around a great golfer.
Yeah.
Literally can pull anything out of the bag, so keep an eye out for that guy.
Yeah, next we're going to go with Webb Simpson at 9,400. 7 for 7 when it comes to cuts here, so he's consistent here. He's probably going to make the cut, and he actually made it to a playoff one time here back in 2013, so watch out for Webb.
Absolutely. Jumping into Ian Poulter, 9,300. Finished 44th at the Masters as the last qualifier. Now, Poulter started off really strong in the Masters and then kind of fizzled out a little bit. But keep an eye out for him with this small tourney. I think he's gonna have a lot of room to gain, a lot of momentum. Yeah.
Next, we're gonna go with Patrick Cantlay at 9,100. Just he's a good golfer at a decent price, and I mean he can make an impact. And I feel like a lot of people really aren't gonna own Cantlay, so it's a chance, like maybe in a tournament lineup, to gain some ground on some people that aren't using them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Jumping into Cameron Smith at 9,000, just making the cusp there. Continues to impress on the biggest stages there. Chased a top 5 of the match play, which was phenomenal. Great play. And had a pretty consistent finish at the Masters as well. So keep an eye out for him here. And top 15 at this particular tournament in 2015. pretty
Sweet,
impressive.
he's got some history here.
Yeah.
Now for our par players, which is $7,000 to $8,999. We're going to start with Luke List at $8,900. Great golfer at a great price, and I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about him right now, and he's too good not to talk about. So throw him in if you can, especially in some tournaments.
Absolutely. Followed by Tyler Hatton at $8,800. The guy does nothing but make cuts all year, so he's consistent all the way around.
Yeah. Trustworthy.
Definitely.
Let's go with Kevin Kisner at $8,700. Let me see. I believe it's tied 11th last year, and he was actually tied for third for the majority of the contest. He kind of died off at the end. So who's to say that he's not going to hold on to it if he gets there again and possibly not even finish higher? So
and he's had a pretty good year this year as well.
Yeah.
And then Emiliano Grillo for $8,600. For the price right now, you can kind of fit him into your lineup pretty well. You can get a lot of bang for your buck with this guy here. And during the Masters, he did a fantastic job as well, kind of pulling into that top 40 finish.
Yeah. Adam Hadwin, $8,100. He's having a great season, guys. 6 top 25s, and for $8,100, it's not too risky, and you're getting what you paid for.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Kevin Knight, $8,300, just a pick that could really benefit you in a tournament kind of style. If anybody tells you to don't get him, just be like, nah, I'm getting him. So keep him in your lineup.
Keep him in your thoughts. We're going to go with Bryson DeChambeau, $8,300. Another one of those players that a lot of people aren't talking about, but he has top 10 potential in really anything. He has these times where he just gets it going, and maybe this is one of them. So
yeah, DeChambeau, love watching him play, man. Even in the Masters last tournament,
he plays well.
Zach Johnson, $7,900. Literally, he is a steal in this particular tournament because with all the talent that isn't playing, and there's a lot of young guys, a lot of different golfers in this particular tournament. I think he has a really fair shot to finish in that top 10 finish. Yeah,
man,
absolutely.
Good golfer.
Yes.
Russell Knox, $7,800. 4 for 4 here, guys. He's made all the cuts, and he's not finished worse than tied for 18th, I believe, since 2014. So co-runner up here, 2016, and 3 top 20s. So in this year, 3 top 20s like this year, not at this course. But yeah, great player here and great player this year. So at 7,800, he knocks on the door.
Definitely. And then Charlie Hoffman at 7,700 has top 20s in 3 of last 5 starts. And has a trio of top 15s at Harbor Town, in 8 visits. So he's pretty consistent. He's in the mix, and keep an eye out for him for someone that's for a low price like that. Plug him in somewhere so you can fit in your big players as well, big name players.
Next, Luke Donald at 7,700. Great at this course, guys. He's 9 for 9 for the cuts, and he has 5 second places. 1 playoff loss. Yeah, I mean, in 2/3 and a tie for 15. Yeah, I mean, he likes this place, and at 7,700 for Luke Donald, it's almost hard not to put him in.
It's comical. And then we have William McGirt at 7,600.
McGirt!
This guy, you gotta check out his mugshot, by the way. It's hysterical.
McGirt!
And he has 3 top 10s since 2014, and his up and downs in 2017-18. He has a top 16 in the Valspar. So he's a sneaky guy. So just keep an eye out for him. If you want to plug him in, you're definitely more than welcome to.
Yeah. For my first DraftKings lineup, starting out with Luke Donald. As I said earlier, hard not to throw this guy in at that price. He's so consistent here. Loving me some Luke Donald. Loving me some Harmon as well. Just all throughout the bag. Any club he grabs, I feel comfortable with him swinging. So, going to throw him in at 9,800. Charlie Hoffman, 7,700. Another good player at a good price. And I trust him here. As well as Zach Johnson, 7,900. Coming in confident out of the Masters.
Look at that mugshot, though.
Look at it. How can you not resist the mug, guys?
Wow.
I'm throwing that mug in my lineup at 7,900. I'm also Knoxing on the door with my boy Knox, 7,800. Great player here, and I trust him. And also making the list is Luke List at 8,900. A good golfer, as I mentioned, for tournament plays. I feel like a lot of people aren't mentioning him. So he's making the list with me, and I'm going to throw him in. My second lineup, things are getting a little bit more risky here. Luke Donald again. I had to play it safe somewhere, and that's where I'm doing it. I love me some Luke Donald here. Garrigus. Yeah, I'm going to throw in that bogey at 6,900. Yeah, I had to pay down so I could afford this next guy, Dustin Johnson, at 12,000. I just really wanted to give you guys one lineup with him because I'm sure everyone would love to have Dustin Johnson against the competition that's the rest of the competition in this tournament. So I made a lineup with him in there. Zach Johnson again, love that mug. Can't resist it. Gotta throw him in all my lineups just because of the mug. Honestly, that's really, no, I'm kidding. He's a very talented golfer. I respect the man. He's in my lineup. Knoxing on the door again is my boy Knox, 7,800, and to finish it out, McGirt. 7,600. Another beautiful mug for you. Love this lineup. It's risky, but I'm going with it. And let's go ahead to Mish with some FanDuel picks.
Leaving no room here. I'm going to start off with Dustin Johnson, who at 12,800 the most expensive player in this tournament on FanDuel. And I'm picking him because I kind of favor him to win this tournament. That's why I'm going with him. Followed by Zach Johnson at 10,300. He's pretty high priced, but he's been playing really well, making 9 of 9 cuts. Very consistent, and the last couple of tournaments he's been in, he's performed really well. McDowell, a previous winner at this particular tournament at 9,900. I'm kind of giving him a shot here. I think he was going to do pretty well. Poulter, 9,500. Riding a hot hand on this one.
The Poltergeist.
The Poltergeist. Yeah, because he is again, he just won, before the Masters, he won the Houston Open. So, man is riding pretty hot there. DeChambeau, 10,000. I love this guy, man. He might be a top 5 finish, honestly, in this particular tournament with the way he's been playing lately. And then my main man, What? At 8,500, this guy was a must fit in here. He didn't play in the Masters, but prior to that, he did fantastic. So, he's a little sleeper guy that we didn't mention earlier, but I want to share it with y'all. But that's my first lineup, and I can't wait to share my second one with you. My second lineup, people, I got Leishman at 11,300. I am loving the way Leishman is playing, and especially with the last couple of tournaments he's been in, I see him in a top 5 finish, actually. And then the Shufu at 9,700. Add him in there. Dustin Johnson, 12,800. No intro necessary. I'm once again favoring him to win it, so he's in all my lineups at the moment. Hadley at 9,100, making all his cuts. He's shooting fantastic. A good little fit in. And then Kazire at 9,000. Hit or miss, but more hit than miss. I plan on him making all his cuts and kind of staying in contention, getting all those points racked up for me. And then Armour. Armour at 8,000, he has his hot streaks. And if he has any chances of any endorsements, maybe by Under Armour, hopefully my main man can make it happen. So keep an eye out. That's my lineups, and I've had fun sharing it with you.
Thanks for watching. I hope those picks help you out. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions as well, feel free to leave some comments down. We love suggestions. It helps the whole group out, the whole Mish and Mills family out.
Yeah, and we had fun picking out these lineups. This particular tournament a little bit tougher than the Masters with a huge selection of players. So this one was a little bit challenging. Hopefully you can put in some sleepers, some players that you didn't think were even relevant. Hopefully got some relevancy for you. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and other than that,
thanks for watching,
y'all. Yeah.